Take a seat, sit back, relax, and welcome to the Kladecast. Today with me I have my ex.
I'm Mia.
It's Miatyzen. Hello and
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
So, we don't really have a plan. It was kind of like a last minute thing. She was just like, oh, I have like 1 hour. We could do it. I was like, okay, I'm getting over there. So, we don't really have a plan, like I always say, but I just thought like maybe it'd be fun to have her on the podcast. I haven't seen you in a while. We're not talking. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. We're not talking like
Normal ever.
Yeah. She's in a relationship.
I don't know about him. He might be in a situationship. Who knows?
No. Not in anything. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be like cool, maybe like, cause we have like not really like any sort of like relationship now, but like a not even friendship relationship, but we're just like acquaintances, I would say.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be like interesting if we talk a little bit just like about communication and just like talking, because like starting to spread more about like mental health, like how important it is to like talk about communication. Like me and you, we've been able to like communicate and just like even though like we don't have anything together, like we're able to just talk and just like be okay and like be able to do this. Yeah. So talking about communication, she says yeah. But yeah, like life is good. Are you practicing communication in your relationship?
Yes, actually, I have a really low tolerance for a lot of things. So if anything, it's more patience and like understanding, because I'm always like me. I'm hurt, so I deserve to act like this because I'm hurt. No, you don't deserve to treat people badly just because you're hurt. So I've kind of just been less cold-hearted, I guess. Is that
less cold-hearted?
Especially with Blake. Okay. Oh my god, that was me with the word is empathy. I had none of it at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say our relationship, or I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah, it was good, but then it wasn't.
Yeah.
What we lacked at that time was communication.
I lacked it a lot. I feel like he was totally fine. He was normal. He was good. I was just going through so much, and I didn't understand it myself, so I was kind of just there, like, doing whatever.
Yeah, and I've definitely noticed, like, from an outside perspective, like, I feel like you've changed a lot.
Yeah.
And you've, like, been on a journey of, like, your own mental health. Mm-hmm. And, like, you've been changing a lot. Like, I don't think I recognize you as the same person, even though I haven't, like, talked to you in a while.
Yeah. Literally.
So that's good. Was that like just because of COVID? Like what really like changed that?
Who knows? There's kind of like a point in your life where you're like, okay, what am I doing? Like I know what's wrong, but why aren't I taking any steps to heal or fix anything? Like there's a difference between acknowledging and actually taking action to like help yourself and fix yourself. And that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that's really good. Like what's like your best way of like handling like your mental health? Because like I think you've been like you kind of like show it off like a little bit, like that you're like not like show it off like I'm better than everyone, but like you show it off that like you're like, or what I've seen, like you show off like, oh, like I'm trying to like show like people that like like doing your mental health is better. I've noticed that at least. Am I wrong?
No, I'm just confused. I've been what?
You kind of post on Instagram sometimes and you're just like good stuff.
Oh, that's when I'm like feeling social. But like in reality, all that Instagram stuff isn't really 100% like.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. When I first started my journey of like understanding my own mindset and stuff, journaling helped me so much. Especially if you don't have a therapist, if you're not comfortable talking to your family or friends, like just have a little journal and write down like anything. And then sometimes you could go on for pages, or sometimes you can go on for a second, like F her, I hate blah blah blah, or sometimes you get
I hate you. I hate you. You just write it down a bunch.
I wish you die, or sometimes you could go on for like 2 or 3 pages, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like a whole poet. But
you're just crying all over your pages.
And there's like teardrops on my pages and stuff. But that really did help me start up, and then you look back and read it, and you're like, how is my mind even like working like that? It's crazy to see like your own thought process just grow.
Yeah, I've done journaling myself. I've talked about it in like other podcasts. Like that helps me a lot. Like just, it's very ASMR. Yeah, when you touch it, you can hear it a little bit.
Sorry. What were you saying?
But yeah, just like for me, like journaling has helped me a lot. Like with my issues, like whenever I go through certain situation that I don't like, I'll like journal it down. Like I don't know if you know what weird. You probably know it. Do you know what We Are Not Really Strangers is?
No.
No. It's like a card game, but it's like a mental health or like getting to know someone card game. And they have like a self-reflection journal. So like every night, like I get a card and like I write about it. And like even like if I'm like mentally like really stable, like I'll write about like whatever's on the card.
Yeah, that's something I need to work on, because even when I am stable, I don't do anything. I'm like,
when I am stable, when I'm mentally sound, everything's okay.
Yeah.
But when it's not, it's bad.
Pretty much. I'm like, I'm living life. Like, look at me, I'm living like Larry. And then all of a sudden, like, there's a switch, and you're like, crap. Like, you need to be consistent with yourself, because you're gonna be with you 100% for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing. I like take breaks with myself. I'm like, I'm good, and then you're not good, and you're like, crap.
Yeah, it's hard, like kind of keeping like your mindset like good. Trying to find like, and understanding yourself is really hard too.
Yeah, it is.
Like when you have to like, especially like during COVID or like when I broke my back, like for me, that was when I had to like sit down and I had to just like be with myself.
Yeah.
And like I was just like in my head, so I kind of have to like learn just to be happy with myself, and that's hard. And I know like a lot of people that's hard. If I'm trying to spread a message on here, like try to get like in touch with yourself.
Were you like in the hospital when you broke your back?
No.
Okay.
I was in like physical therapy for like 7 months.
That sucks. Well,
And I was kind of like on bed rest for a while because I couldn't go to school.
that also sucks. But I I was recently in the hospital for like a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like I hope you're okay, and you're like, yeah.
I would say something like that. Thank you for that.
I'm not
Thank
gonna ask
you.
what's going on, but
It's okay. So basically, I had E. coli and I was dying, and they couldn't figure out what it was. So I was dying for like a week or 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks.
you were
and they couldn't-
you were dying,
Yeah.
dying from E. coli.
Yes, but it was so bad. And what you said about your back thing, you were stuck with yourself, and you had to really like understand yourself. And I was just bed rest for a whole week. I don't know how long you were in bed rest for. but
Yeah, kind of a while.
I was kind of chilling. Like,
Dude, the hospital's low key a vibe.
yeah, they're always serving you. They're like, "How you feeling?"
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
When I went to the hospital when I was really young, I had like a birth defect on my neck. So basically, I don't know if I told you this or not.
I think you
Maybe
did.
when I was like 9, basically.
Was it fish scales?
Yeah, fish gills. Yeah. So I was in the hospital with like fish.
Gills.
Basically, when you're in the womb, you have gills to breathe.
It's because he's a water sign.
Is a Scorpio
So
water
am I.
sign?
I'm a water sign. Yeah.
We're gonna dive into that in a second.
But he was a fish anyway.
But yeah, so like when you're in the womb, like you have gills and they go away. And on my left side, it didn't go away, so I had like scar tissue and it got infected. And like I had like
That's
a
gross.
big bump on the side of my neck.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
gross.
it was cutting off all the circulation to my brain. But like I was like vibing. I had like my own room, my own bathroom. Like they were giving me the hospital food was low key gas. It was pretty good. I like the hospital food. Call me basic.
No, it is basic, because guess what? They don't put salt or pepper or any seasoning on it, because people who are in there are dying and can't handle any flavor.
Hey, I mean, good for me. I enjoyed it. But like I had like a movie room next to me. Like I was vibing in the hospital. But yeah, what was it? Going back to signs, whatever. I made a joke like right before this saying that she was like into like not horoscopes. Is it horoscopes? What is it like?
Horoscopes?
Is it what is it
Yeah.
like? It's horoscopes, like
Right?
your sign. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't really know like
Zodiac
anything
sign?
about it. So what is like how do you like know like zodiac signs or like what they mean, or like do you judge people like based off their zodiac sign?
No, I actually judge people who judge people off their zodiac sign. Yeah. I feel like every girl has gotten into it, or boy. Let me not label, but in elementary school, I got into it, and my mom like reads those tarot cards.
Oh yeah.
And she's a little witchy and stuff.
A
And
little witchy.
I grew up with crystals with her and all that. So then it recently became more known on media, and then I just kind of stopped researching about it, and instead I read off like books. I guess that's research, but like off of Instagram and stuff and all that people post.
Instagram research is the
Yeah.
best research.
No. It is not. It absolutely sucks.
What was it? When I was younger, I wanted to be like a geologist.
That
That doesn't
with
have.
rocks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like always into collecting rocks, but it's not like the meaning behind rocks
Yeah.
or like the healing property of rocks. I don't really believe
Yeah.
in that, to be honest.
Me neither. I feel like it's really good to have around like a plant.
We're both looking at Mia's cat.
Yeah, my cat's
licking
trying to
my
jump
bag.
on his back.
Okay. So yeah.
Get away. No. But what were we saying? Oh, the healing properties of rocks are crystals. Healing crystals.
You gotta charge them in the moon.
You gotta charge them in the water and the blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, go ahead and do that. But go ahead. I don't think that works. I did have a crystal with me like when I was in the hospital the whole time, and I lost it like twice, and it still ended up back with me.
Hey,
maybe
it's a magic rock.
Like, yeah, some people, like this one dude gave it back to me. He's like, you lost this. It was weird. I just what do I believe in crystals? Yeah, what I said. It's like having a plant around. Like, it's just good energy, but I don't think it's gonna like heal like liver cancer or depression. People are like, this is gonna heal depression. This is gonna heal depression. Like, no, you're gonna heal depression. Or sometimes you have a disbalance in your head where you can't heal it, but you know what I mean.
Are you one of those girls that say, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual? I just turned my mic super high.
I feel like being religious is spiritual though, so I don't think I've ever said that. But I used to be Mormon for a...
Mormon? You used to be Mormon?
Yeah, I didn't tell you about
Mormon?
that. I was
what?
Mormon. It was torture. Stop laughing. It was terrible.
What do you do like as a Mormon, especially like in California?
You have so many rules.
Aren't you like not allowed to dance?
You feel trapped. No. What?
I don't know much about
you
the Mormons.
You can't show your like this would be illegal in the Mormon community.
Wow, you're committing a crime against your religion.
I got baptized at like 10. Like, you usually get baptized at 8 as a Mormon. And I was just going with whatever my family was telling me. And I stopped going at 13, and then they all followed. So,
man, this kind of... I can never expect you as a Mormon. You have to wear like those like the certain clothes, right? You have to like hand make everything. No. Is that Mormon, or am I thinking of like something else?
Think of like, what is it? Before Jesus Christ, BC stuff.
Ice cream. Ice cream. I was wondering what that like.
I know, me too. I was like, are you both playing a song?
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's like music playing like in my ears.
But yeah, I was Mormon, and I think being religious is spiritual. So no, I do not say I'm not religious, because being spiritual is basically religious.
I'm not like spiritual, but I mean, I'm not religious. My family kind of used to be, but not really anymore. But like for me now, like what sticks to me most is like sticking to my morals. Like, that's super important to me now. Like, if someone breaks my morals, like it's really bad. Like, if like the other day, like someone disrespected like my friends, and I made like a big deal about it, cause like I don't fuck with like if people are messing or like saying bad things about my friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like one of my big morals.
One of your self values. I had an idea, but then I lost it. So. What was I gonna say? Say what you said again, and I'll remember.
We're talking about rocks, healing property of rocks, and then my morals being not religious or spiritual. Yeah, talking about not being religious as a kid. Completely. Okay, it's gone. But yeah, I just like, to me now that's like the most important thing to me, and I just gotta make sure that like I uphold like my morals, and like if I'm a hypocrite to myself, then. Like, I would consider myself that, like, a bad deed.
Yeah. Well, I'm super intuitive, and that's
Explain
what I was
intuitive.
gonna
I
say.
have bad vocab.
Like, intuitive is, remember around New Year's or something? I just had this bad feeling. I was like, Blake is not okay, and I don't talk to him.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really think about him often, you know. I care for him from afar. I'm like, that's a person that used to mean something to me, so I'm not going to be cold-hearted. And just,
that was crazy.
A really bad feeling in my gut, and I texted him, and I was like, you okay? And then he told me something really bad that happened, and he was like all shaken up about it. So like,
yeah, that was like the crazy example. That was like, it was like the craziest like sometimes I dissociate because like I have really like crazy dreams that like feel so real.
Yeah.
So I thought I was dreaming. So like New Year's like of 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think so. I think it was New Year's 2020. it was like, oh wait, was it 20?
I might be 21.
It might have been 21, but I think it was 21.
No,
Whatever. It was on New Year's.
Yeah, it was on New Year's.
I would like it literally like the worst day of my life so far.
Yeah.
Like to this day, it was the worst day of my life so far. And then out of the blue, like not talking out of months, Mia texts me going, "Hey, is everything okay? Like I'm just wanted like checking on you. Like I haven't talked to you in like forever." And like you're the type of person that like, yeah, you care about other people that even like if you haven't seen them in a while, like you want to know they're doing okay.
Yeah.
And like it was just like so out of the blue, and you were just like, I just have a feeling like I should text you or something crazy like that. And yeah, like I told like it was weird for me because I told her something deep that I hadn't told any of my friends yet that happened to me on that day. And like I told you because it was just like so
like that's what intuitive is. Like my intuition was like, something's wrong, like you need to check on someone. And I was just, it was like kind of bugging me all day, like where you feel like you need to throw up or there's words stuck in your throat.
Yeah, it's so
it was
crazy.
Really weird. And my mom is like that too. Literally 2 days ago, she showed me in her journal, she writes down too, she was like, I had a dream that my mom got in a car crash, and I woke up and I called my mom and I was half asleep, and my grandma was trying to hang up on her. She's like, you're sleeping, you're sleep talking, bye. But she had a dream that she got in a really bad car accident and she was going to die. And then my mom talked to her about it today, and she was like, oh, remember when I called you when I was asleep? It's because I thought you got in a car crash and you were going to die, so I just wanted to tell you I love you, which she did on the phone. And then my grandma was like, oh, well, that's crazy because 2 minutes after, like, there was a 5-car accident next to me and I had to call 911. So it might be in our DNA or something.
Yeah, maybe you just got some, like your mom did some you said your mom does witchcraft, and now you just like, you could just predict the future like in your sleep. You just get like you get that stomach feeling, oh, this person is not having a good day. And
I thought that was so weird.
Yeah, that was really weird. I mean, and like, thank you for like texting me too, because I like that's something like I don't expect too, especially like from like someone that I used to
from me
from you, but like someone that like I kind of used to have something with, like to just text me out of the blue like that, like it like that's really nice. And like after like you did that, like that was something like that I wanted to change in myself. Like I was like, hey, maybe I should start being a little bit more nicer to people and like reach out to people I haven't talked to in a while. Like that little thing that you made like a change in my life. Not crazy, but like maybe it's like, oh, I want to check in on my friends that I haven't seen in a while, just because like you texted me that one time, like it made me like think.
You're like, dang, like, because people aren't just there for like one part of your life. Like it's such a small world. They're gonna come back like at one point, like however many years later, 1.5 years, 2 years later, me and him are just making a podcast together.
Yeah, just out of the blue.
What
just
goes
random.
around comes around. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's a cycle.
Yeah, we only got so much like of life, but I don't know, like and like we can't be like hateful of each other too. Like maybe we did something to each other like in our past, but like learning to forgive is really important. And now that we're awkward pause. now that we're just like doing this together, like you can't just be like Hitler, angry or like holding a grudge about something for so long.
Holding grudges will give you bad skin. Don't do it.
Girl, if you're holding grudges, your skin gonna look bad.
Pores are gonna get bigger and all.
I've had to, like, for me, something that like is a problem for me that like I know that I like have to work on is that whenever something happens to me, I normally like hold it in and I internalize it. So that's something that's been happening to me. And so like holding grudges is something that I would normally do, but I'm trying like to get rid of that out of my life. Like whenever there's something like annoying me or like if like someone upsets me, I'm literally like acknowledging it right away and calling it out. Like one of my like really close friends the other day, they called out, or they were saying some disrespectful things about my other friends, and I was just like right there and then I was like, that's not fucking cool. You don't get to speak on my friends' names. Like I'm not gonna just like hold it in and internalize it like I would normally do.
Yeah, that's something I work on too, because fight, flight, or freeze or fold, I am a freezer. I'm definitely like it takes me a while to process it. Sometimes it takes people years, weeks, minutes or something. And I'm working on that like right away, like what you do. Just to, pause, stop. Yeah.
Okay, we just came back, or we had like a 2-second break, and I started talking, but I was like, okay, we got to add this to the podcast. What was it? So I have a coworker named Mia. I don't think she'll care if I say her name just because, it relates to the story, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I ate food also, so I'm burpy.
I just ate Chipotle.
I just had top tenders. But, and my hair's all weird. So
too.
I was just telling her that, so yeah, my coworker's name is Mia, and her name is Mia. And like when we first start, Miatyzen.
But people call me Mia.
But people call her Mia. But, so, like when I first started working, I got a text from my coworker, Mia. And I look at my phone because I just got up from a nap and was like, can you come over tonight? That's how I read it. And I thought it was from you. I was like, what the fuck? Why is she texting me this? And then like I looked at it and it was my coworker saying, can you cover for me tonight? And I was like, hold up, give me a second to respond to this. I was like, I just got I was like, my brain just got discombobulated. Like,
or your what is it? Subconscious was like, I wish this would happen, and then
I wish that it can happen.
And then it made your eyes read it, and you were like, hold on.
Well, because it said Mia, and then I just read the whole thing wrong. Yeah, that. She was like, I want to blow into the microphone. Everyone will love that sound listening, wearing headphones. What is your opinion on OnlyFans? I don't know, because we just kind of started talking about it over the break. Bro, my guy friends are making jokes about starting an OnlyFans at 18.
Okay, my opinion is, like, if you make an OnlyFans, sometimes, or if you want to get a serious job later on in your life, or if you're using it as a side job, like, background checks are a thing, and
like, yeah, that would suck.
It's a big turnoff for a lot of jobs. So that's the only thing I don't agree about it, because it could ruin like potential jobs for yourself. But other than that, like, go ahead, do it, get money.
Yeah, sometimes I'm worried about this podcast getting canceled. I could get canceled so easily, and like I've had to cut out stuff before where I get like where I could have been canceled. What, you're covering it up? You're afraid you're gonna get canceled now?
Yeah, I was afraid. I was like my thoughts.
Just spilling out all the most racist thoughts ever, all at once.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
People are like, you can't be racist towards white people. It's so confusing to me. I'm like, explain. They're like, because they, like, you have to be racist towards a culture. And I'm like, oh my God.
So Mia just asked if my dog was still alive after putting her cat away. She's like, oh, I thought he was dead. No, he's still alive. But, like, you're just saying get prepared for it. Like, what was it? I've never, like, experienced like death, really. I haven't had, the only like ever time I've like experienced like death within like my family is like my hamsters. And like I didn't even have my hamsters at the time.
I watched my puppy die when I was 9. And it got attacked by a pit bull in front of me at the dog park, and it died.
Jesus Christ.
And that was my first dog. It's painful. His dog's like literally about to die. He's really old. Right?
He's like 11. He's not super old. He could still jump and do everything.
Okay, so he's good. His dog's mean.
My dog's bipolar.
Yeah, he is. One day he'd love me, and the next day he want to attack me. So
yeah, everyone either loves or hates my dogs. Also, my hair's crazy again, but it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know. My dog has got a problem. He's probably gonna die soon. But I think I'm gonna react kind of hard to it.
Yeah, you are for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna react. You're gonna react bad when your dog dies.
He's gonna be crying and crying. And crying.
I'm gonna be sad. Well, it's gonna be like my first time. I think like the only people like, yeah, I don't know who else I would like really die like, or
who else would really die?
Who else would die in my family? Yeah. I don't know. But
your parents.
Oh my God! If my parent, if my brother, no, I love my brother, but I hate him at the same time.
Yeah.
My little brother's a little prick, but I love you, Tyler, at the same time. But I hate you. Mia's an only child.
I am an only child. I'm living the best life ever.
You like being an only child, or you wish you had a sibling?
I like it now. When I was younger, I hated it. I was like, Mom, play with me. I get the Bratz doll, you get the Barbie doll. And she's like, no. Because she couldn't play with me 100%, so it sucked. But it's probably going to suck when I'm older, too, because when I take care of my, like, old, crippled parents, who's going to help me? Like, I don't want to put them in nursing homes either. I want myself and my siblings to help take care of my own parents, but that's just me. So...
Yeah, and, like, I kind of want my kids to, like, have cousins. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know how close I'm going to be with my little brother when I'm older. Are you, like, upset that if you want kids, that they're not going to have cousins?
Oh, no, from the dad's side, they will. I didn't even think about that. Hold on, pause. When I'm like, oh, I'm going to have kids in the future, I was thinking they're just not going to have aunts or uncles. But, yeah, aunts and uncles have kids, too, and that's cousins, so they're not going to have cousins either.
Not going to have cousins
side.
or aunts or uncles.
Oh, my God.
Are you just realizing that now?
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not me.
How old are you? And you're like, my kids aren't going to have
cousins
uncles or cousins?
I didn't think they were going to have uncles. That's okay. Like, everyone has uncles and aunts.
I'm not really, like, super close to that many people in my family. You're doing more ASMR.
Yeah.
She's just like in the ASMR. She can hear herself in the headphones. She's like, I'm gonna make sound.
I know, really. I was like about to tell you. I was like, should I eat Chipotle while we're doing this and give them an ASMR? Anyway.
Yeah, just everyone listening to you munching.
Can you beatbox?
That's my beatboxing attempt.
I totally joined you. You're gonna hear it. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear your voice too. Okay. I don't know how to beatbox. I was just asking you.
We making a rap song? Is that what's happening?
Freestyle. Give me beat. Yeah, but I'm gonna win the beat drop. Beat drop.
The TikTok song.
Yeah. Honey, you're a make a big noise.
Well, we're done with all that. I've been trying to get into writing music. Like, you know that I was like a little bit into that when I was, but like, I'm so bad at just like making music. Yeah. Like, I'm just so like god awful at it. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. I mean,
it is.
It's like something fun to do, but like I'm trash at it. Like I'll make like a super shitty song. And I'll sing it to my friends. They'll be like, "Bro, you need to stop."
Yeah, he'd also be like, "Hey, listen to this," or he wouldn't say like that, but he'd basically sing to me like he would with his friends, and I'm like, "So amazing, so blah blah blah, wonderful, 10 out of 10." But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was a little bit
telling you this later.
A little bit cringy. Oh, that's a plane.
No, that's not a plane.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was a plane, or we were about to get murdered.
Me too. I was like, great.
Oh, I have like the worst sleep paralysis ever. I talk about it like so much, but like I always think I'm gonna like get murdered.
Tell me why I had the worst sleep paralysis. And then I went to a witch in Mexico, and then she took the demon off me, and I haven't had sleep paralysis for like 3 years.
You spoke to a witch?
Yeah. She was really old. She's probably dead by now. And she couldn't even speak
you're
English.
Just wishing death upon my like a dog, or not wishing. You're just like, your dog isn't dead. This woman's dead.
That's what he gets for growling at me. But I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood, guys.
Your head's wood.
There's no wood around you. You knock on your head.
Oh, okay. There's wood over there.
It's too far.
Well, is it? I talked to my manager, and she's like very religious, and I talked to her. I was saying like, oh, when my mom dies, like I have a special word for her. Like, have you ever seen the movie Ghost?
No.
Well, basically this guy dies, and he's able to talk to this medium, like this person that could talk to the dead.
I don't like mediums. They're weird.
But like the only way that that the girlfriend knows that the medium is legit. The only reason that they knew that the medium was legit was because he said ditto. And they were the only ones that knew it. So instead of saying like I love you, he would say ditto. So like, have you ever heard the word ditto, like you too?
No.
No?
Ditto.
Well, people say ditto.
Okay.
It's also like I love you, but that was like their thing. So that's how she knew the medium was legit and was actually talking to the ghost. So me and my mom have a word for that. So me and my mom like always say it like in private with us too. Or not all the time, but I know what the word is.
I know you're about to say it. So you have that word. So when she dies and you talk to the medium, you're gonna be like, "What's the secret word that me and my mom say?
So
what is
like,
it?"
If it's some bullshit medium, then I'll know.
Yeah.
I know it's some BS, and she's not actually talking to my mom.
Yeah. Well, I was in Mexico, and I was like, something keeps trying to suffocate me and is on top of me while I'm sleeping, and I can't move. And
That shit's scary.
It has horns, and sometimes it covers my face. Help me out. And she didn't even speak English. I had my grandma there next to me translating, and I was kind of uncomfortable because I was saying like private stuff going on in my mind, and they don't know if I'm like crazy or not or something. And my grandma's just looking at me like, and then she's talking back and stuff.
Speaking Spanish?
No, and it was really fast Spanish. Like, I was like, is she Cuban? Don't the Cubans talk super fast?
I have no idea.
Is that racist now to say?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, so that happened, and then she did this thing with eggs, and then the eggs had a really murky thingy in it.
Ugh.
I'm not describing it really well, but basically there was eggs involved in her helping spell of mine, and there was a really dark spot in the egg after she did the whole like spell or whatever she did. And then eggs do not have black in them, let me tell you that right now. And then I never had it again.
That's really weird.
Yeah, and you might not think it's like legit, but there are some things. I was in 8th grade and I had the biggest crush on this blonde boy. And she's like, does this blonde boy like you and you like him back? And I was like,
Huh?
I was like, what? She's like, and he has green eyes. I was like, girl, what? And then she's like, oh yeah, you have to be careful with him because he's really lucky with girls. And then he cheated on me. He cheated on me.
Shit happens.
Yeah, but I was like 13, so it's not that scarring, but that's how I knew she was legit because she was saying like really like real stuff, and I was like,
I've never had like talked to like a medium or anything like that, but in my dreams like shit happens all the fucking time in my dreams and then it happens in real life, and it freaks me out. And that's why like I dissociate sometimes, which is like really not good. Dissociate. So like you become detached from reality. Disassociation. Yes. Disassociate.
Wait, it's
is
the same thing?
It's that disassociate is the base version of disassociating. So like people like if they take mushrooms or like some hallucinogenic, they lose touch with reality.
Yeah.
And that's when you dissociate.
I go through that too.
So yeah, like I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I have dreams that are so real, or like will predict something that happens to me in the future. And so then like when it actually happens, like I dissociate and I think I'm dreaming, like kind of freak out. And like it trips me out. Like it happened to me last night. My mom said something to me. I'm not going to say what it was because it's a little bit incriminating, but she said something to me.
Big words.
Big words.
Yeah.
Means that I could get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
For what she said something that could get me in trouble. Guys. And like I had it from like a dream, and I was like, how does she know?
Yeah.
And it just like tripped me out, and I thought I was dreaming.
I hate when my parents do that. I think it's also a parent thing because our DNA is just with them, in them, and in us. And I was thinking in the car one time, like back to your mom, like where you're like, how does she know? I was thinking in the car, and my mom was like, are you thinking about this right now? And I was like,
reading your mind.
I'm scared to think around, because what if you're gonna like know what I'm thinking about? But parents, especially your mothers, it's a whole different bond than your fathers. Like,
yeah,
it's super connected.
I don't smoke anymore, so I could say it, but my mom, she would always know. And it would like trip me out because I'd be like, I'm acting so normal. Like my friends would be like, if they were sober, they'd be like, you're so normal right now. But my mom always knows.
Yeah.
So they just know. They've known you your whole life.
Yeah.
Especially because like you're close with your mom. So if you're acting any way different than you normally do, then your mom will definitely know what's going on.
Yeah, my mom definitely knows everything all the time, everywhere.
Is it nice like being super close with your mom? Because you live with just your mom.
Yes. Yes, kind of.
Is it more pros or more cons?
More pros because my mom is super young, so it's more of a friendship. But then when there's like the motherly actions kicking in, it's like a little clash because we're so used to being so close and like besties. And then when she tries to parent or just be like a mother, I'm just like, oh, what are you doing?
I could see how that's a little bit of like an issue. I'm really close with my mom, but like not really with my dad. My dad's kind of like closer to my brother. Yeah. But also I always make jokes because I don't look anything like my dad at all. And I always make jokes that like I
You
don't think
totally
so.
do.
I don't think I look like my dad at all. Even like other people say
I
that.
feel like you kind of have his nose and like just the way you like talk and walk and maneuver.
Sure. Okay. But like I always make jokes that like my dad isn't my dad. But then my mom, I don't know if I should be sharing this, but I was working, and so my mom, like I work at the yacht club, and she's always there because she's a member.
Mm-hmm.
And I was serving her one time, and she goes, just out of the blue, "Hey Blake, do you know that you were in an accident?" And that was the first time she ever dropped it on me.
What?
While I was working, she was like, "You're in an accident," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, you were in an accident in Barbados." And I was like, I was like, so mom, wait, I was born in November. 9 months ago from me getting born, it was February. Was I a Valentine's Day accident in
cute.
Barbados? And she's like, yep. Is that cute or is that bad? I was a Valentine's Day accident.
It's cute. It's cute for your parents, not for you.
Not for me. I mean, I don't really care if I was an accident. Like, shit happens.
I was for sure an accident. Definitely.
Are you a proud accident or are you?
Yeah, I'm the best accident anyone could ever ask for.
I'm the best accident.
Yeah.
Good thing that condom popped.
And my mom was on the shot too.
That sucks.
And she was gonna abort me 3 times, and she walked in and out at different appointments too. So she just couldn't do. I was
Almost
gonna
aborted
die.
baby.
Yes, I was gonna die like 5 times. Condom, shot,
I just
abortion.
guessed condom. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, they yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to know the details
Yeah, not trying
about
to
your
say
parents
anything,
doing
No.
whatever. I don't know. Is your mom a virgin? I don't know.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's.
All our parents are virgins.
I think my mom's a virgin.
You
too.
only lose your virginity when you're a teenager and you get it back. When you're older.
I'm so
That
confused.
is my concept.
Okay. Let's see how much. Oh, okay. We're actually all done with the podcast. So, thank you for coming on. It was very
Yes,
short notice,
thank
but
you.
we talked about stuff. We didn't have
Yeah.
anything planned. Yeah, we did good.
Mm-hmm.
So, just wanted to say thank you. You got anything to shout out before we end the podcast? Maybe your Instagram, your socials, anything?
My socials are all my name, Miatyzen, Miatyzen, Zen man, stay zen, and that's it. I'd like to thank my cat.
Yeah, thank you for Mia's cat for being a spectator. Thank you for letting me sit on your couch for this podcast.
All you guys have a good night and good day and good evening.
Okay, if you guys could leave any sort of rating, please do that. Leave a like, comment, do whatever you can to show your support. And subscribe, of course. And I just wanted to say thank you and have a good day.